Today we'll be practicing finding the slope in a different way than using the graph. Instead, we'll be using 2 points. In the past, we knew that slope was the rise over the run. We can also call this the change in y, meaning how far up it goes, or the change in x, meaning how far over it goes. So, if we know 2 points from our graph or table, we can find the slope using this equation. The equation is m for slope equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. We will use this equation to help us find slope. So for example, if we have the ordered pair 3, 6, and 1, 3, we will plug them into the equation and find the slope. Before I just start plugging them in, I'm going to label each one first to make it easier. 3 is an x, so I'm going to call it x1. And 6 is a y, so I'm going to call it y1. 1 is an x, so it's going to be x2, so I don't confuse it with the first x. And 3 is a y, so it's going to be y2. Now that they're all labeled, it will be easier to plug them in. First, I need to know y2, which was 3, minus y1, which was 6, over x2, which is 1, minus x1, which is 3. Now I'll subtract across the top. 3 minus 6 is negative 3, and 1 minus 3 is negative 2. If I simplify this, I end up with 3 over 2. The negative signs cancel out when you divide negative 3 by negative 2. So the slope of my line would be 3 over 2, or up 3 over 2 every time. Now let's try a couple more examples. Notice on this slide, there's also some easy steps to follow that will help you. Let's start example 2 and work through it together. As the directions say, let's start by labeling each number with if it is x1, y1, x2, or y2. The 5 is going to be x1. The 2 is going to be y1. The 3 is going to be x2. And the 1 is going to be y2. Now we can put the numbers in the correct spot in the equation. y2, 1 minus y1, which is 2, divided by 3 minus 5. Now I have to subtract. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Again, I will simplify. The negative signs cancel each other out, and I'm left with a half. So my slope would be half, or up 1 over 2. Pause the video and try number 3 on your own. Remember to follow the steps in the box. After you've finished, unpause the video, and I will show you the answer. Here is the answer. First, let's label x1, y1, x2, y2. Now let's put them in the equation. Negative 3 minus 1 over 2 minus negative 7. We'll put that in parentheses so we don't get confused with the extra minus sign. This question is a little more challenging because there are negatives involved. Negative 3 minus 1 is going to be a negative 4. negative 2 minus 7 is going to be a positive 9. Our answer is already in lowest terms because we can't reduce 4 over 9. And since there's only one negative sign, nothing's going to cancel it out. So our final answer will be negative 4/9 with a slope of going down 4 and over 9 every time. Now that you've finished watching the video, come back to this video whenever you need help, whether it's on your homework or when you're practicing.